know her. She's in your household all the time. She's an award-winning actress and comedian. We love her every day on The View. Please welcome back the iconic Whoopi Goldberg.
Isn't it great?
I'm not into Christmas sweaters, but you do them right. First, can I give you shoe cam?
Oh, yeah.
Put your feet on those feet. And then you have to model them, Whoopi. Look over there. Oh, God. The socks are next. So what's this? These are soft, by the way.
Yeah, this is the second year I've done them. I did them last year. And I felt we didn't get them quite right. They were a little small, I thought. And we did them with Lord & Taylor. This year we're doing them with Zappos. And they're much more comfortable. They're less expensive. And they're fun. You know, this is Baby Black Santa. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see... and this is the clauses right after... Christmas.
I just don't picture you being that holiday person. Why do I picture you just being chill on the... Are you a holiday person?
I love the holidays.
Really?
Yeah, my mom.
Really?
Yeah. My mother made the holidays really, really magical and spectacular. Huh. And so for someone who had no money, who worked her behind off, somehow the holidays were the most magical thing. So I feel like I'm obligated to make it magical for other people.
And your grandchildren.
Yes, and my great-grandchildren.
And your great-grandchildren.
Yeah.
So you put up a tree, you have the tree and the whole bit?
Yeah, usually I do a gigantic gathering, which I'm not doing this year because I just felt with everything that happened with Puerto Rico, with the U.S. Virgin Islands stuff, that I would take the money that I would usually spend on the party and send it, spend it that way. Yeah. And so everybody was good with that, so that's good for me.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I wished you happy birthday last week, but you're here.
I am here.
Did you celebrate? What is this?
What? My veins are non-existent. And so when a doctor has to give me a shot or get blood, it just takes forever. And so they found a place and they took blood and then it started itching. And so I'd be like this, scratching, scratching, scratching. And then it was like giant black thing on my hand. Oh. And I was like, oh, I don't want to look at that. So I put a Band-Aid on it. So it's still there, but I ignore it.
Well, a brown one would have helped, Whoopi. They do make Band-Aids for people of color. I got them.
What's wrong with this?
Well, I'm just saying.
What you just saying?
That's very obvious. I'm like, what's wrong with Whoopi?
Well, I mean, you know, people ask me. See, you talk about people who don't tell you when stuff is wrong. See, I'll tell you. If you ask me, I'll tell you. I'll say, this is what it is. This is why I have it on. And no, you don't have anything on your teeth.
Whoopi, by the way, you have the most beautiful set of teeth ever. These are her real teeth from her skull, and I've always admired, no, I'm looking. I've always admired that about you. I see a lot of teeth sitting here close up.
Right.
People of a particular age, their teeth are yellow or brown, or they're all replaced, or they need something done.
Right.
What do you do?
I brush them.
And that's it.
Yeah, I brush them with baking soda and water.
Baking soda and water.
I'm not a big toothpaste taste person in my mouth.
Yeah, your teeth are beautiful.
They're clean.
So, Whoopi.
Yes, dear.
The other day on Hot Topics, we were talking about Tiffany Haddish on Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
And she was the first black female comedian to ever host SNL.
Yeah.
And good for her.
Yes.
But I was also shocked. I was shocked that you've never hosted.
I didn't really want to. And so it's not that they didn't ask, they did ask, but it wasn't, I wasn't comfortable. I didn't want to, didn't want to do it.
Why?
I don't remember now. But it would just, you know, part of it was that I wanted to do what I was doing, and it would mean coming all the way back. And, you know, it wasn't for me. But
Yeah.
you know, I love that she did it, and I love that she's the first.
I can't believe it's taken this long, though.
Well, you know, one would think Wanda Sykes would have
Wanda.
been there. There's a couple of folks that they should have been asking over the years, you know.
So last time you were here, I asked you about going back to The View because it was up in the air. And
Yeah.
it was in the press.
Yeah.
You know, is she going back? And you said, I don't know.
Yeah.
And you went back.
I did. We had an election.
And you had something to say. Yeah.
And my family, my daughter said, you know, you gotta go. You have to
need
go
your
back.
voice.
They need to have your voice. And I was like, oh, come on, really?
Not
And
just
she was
that,
like,
though,
yeah.
Whoopi. Please, you work 4 days a week.
No. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I work 5.
At The View? Mm-hmm. Well, whatever. You go in, you come out, you go home, or you go on to... it's such an easy... you got the girls there. You know, you can take off when you want because the others alley-oop the ball and fill in.
Yeah.
That's a sweet job.
It is a sweet job.
I'm glad you still have it.
Well, you know, I've always had good jobs. I've always done what I wanted to do. And, you know, 10 years is a long time. And so, you know, I'm an actor. I know you missed the part where I'm an Oscar-winning actor, but that's okay. You know. And would I brag about my Tony also? No. Well, no, of course I have a Golden Globe. What are you talking about? What? Well, you know I have a Grammy, right? Yeah, I do The View. I make clothing that is affordable at Zappos. I write children's books. I write books. I don't like to be bored. And so I try to do stuff that keeps me sort of present. But, you know, sometimes you gotta sort of sit back and say, do I want to continue to do this way? And so when my kids said, you know, it would be not good for you not to have a say in all that's going on. And she made sense, and other people made sense to me. So I said, well, okay, I'll come back.
It's a weird time, though, Whoopi,
Very
you know,
weird.
because I know you guys do Hot Topics, and you go from talking about, you know, the sexual harassment to a Bieber story. How are you handling this sexual harassment scandal?
You know, look, every day is somebody new. And you're kind of like, what? And then you realize that this is a problem that's been around for many, 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 many years.
Have you ever been,
No, who's gonna mess with me? Nobody. I mean, you know, no. And I'm not the kind of person they go after. I was never that person that they felt comfortable enough to do stuff like that around.
Too strong, too black?
Too strong, too black, too self-assured. And it's not you know, when I say that, you know, people have to struggle. Women have to struggle in ways guys don't, you know, because it's like, do you want this? Do you want this? Here's what you have to do for it. And, you know, if you have to do that to get where you need to get to, and maybe you can stop it from there, that's great. But I think it's really difficult for a lot of people to come and say, hey, this is what happened to me. And now, you know, the idea that women said, let me stop messing with the other women. Let me stop putting them down. Let's start talking about what's happening. And women en masse have made this a dangerous thing to do to women.
Do you think that this will change? Because I told you guys, I think that out of 10 men, there's one who has learned his lesson. The other 9 will go on and continue.
Well, the other 9 may not be free to go on and continue.
No, I don't mean those 10.
No,
I'm talking about
but I'm saying,
in general.
But it is now, you can go to jail for this. You can go to jail. The stakes have become much higher because women are not keeping their mouths shut. They are talking about it, and it is dangerous, as we're seeing, you know. Now, the other thing I keep saying to people is, let us make sure that each and every one of these stories we vet. Because you don't, you know, remember the Central Park 5? They went to jail forever.
Yeah.
And they were innocent. So we have to be cognizant that not every story you hear is what you hear. It's not necessarily.
And not everything is sexual harassment, because I could say, you know, to one of my male staffers, wow, I like your jeans. Is that sexual harassment?
If he's uncomfortable, yeah.
Ugh, then I'll keep my mouth shut and look down. Whoopi, everybody, has got her lovely holiday sweaters. They are at Zappos.com, and of course, The View. Every weekday at 11 o'clock on ABC. I'm there. Where are you at? Up next, the hottest holiday toys. Don't go far.